You got two parts to your brain. At times you're gonna hear the part of your brain that wants that success, and then that other part of your brain, the part that wants you to be comfortable, that part of your brain is gonna make you not end up doing it. But what decides the strength of each of those minds? It's your mental health. For real, that's the only aspect that decides it. If you got trash mental health, that part of your brain that's just gonna want the comfort is gonna be so much stronger than the part that wants success. So, by that logic, if you want to be more successful, you gotta improve your mental health. But how do you do that? I'm not gonna explain the steps in detail. If you want that, then check out my channel. But for now, I'm just gonna tell you the no bullshit steps. Step 1, this is the start being happier. You want to journal. You want to get a piece of paper and a pen. And what you want to do is you want to write down 5 things you're grateful for every single night. You ever go to bed angry and you wake up angry? Or you ever go to bed feeling sad and you wake up sad? Well, what this does, what getting you into a grateful mood does, is it gets you happy. And what that does is you go to bed happy and you wake up happy. This sets the tone for the entire rest of the day. The next thing you want to be doing is, and it sounds crazy, but you want the steps, you want to meditate. And what this will do is it'll get your presence higher. Now, what this does is it makes you more receptive and more ready for when you get one of those thoughts, one of those negative thoughts, and it makes you realize that the thought is just a thought, the feeling is just a feeling. It has no power, they come and go, we are the observers. The next step to having better mental health is whenever you got something on your mind, whenever something just keeps coming up, listen to it. You want to get a piece of paper and a pen. And I know I keep saying piece of paper and a pencil, but the reason why is because it's slower than writing it down on your notes app. It's slower, and what it being slow does is it gives you more time to think, forces you to slow down so you don't have racing thoughts and you're forced to make them coherent. As humans, we're always thinking of something. Maybe you can't think of it right now because you're distracting yourself with a video, but we're always thinking about something, and we always distract ourselves because either we're too afraid to face it, or we don't want to figure out the answer that's coming to us. But what that ends up doing is it bottles up our emotions, and when we bottle up our emotions, bad shit happens. And that's self-explanatory. If you're anything like me, you'll understand exactly what I mean. With journaling, you just want to have the mindset that nobody's ever going to look at it, and not be like you're hiding something. If you are, I don't care. But when you journal, it's not going to make sense at first. I mean, it's really surprising. At least for me, it didn't make any sense at all, even though eventually when you're writing, you get into a flow state and things just make sense while you're writing. But if you're not in that flow state, it's okay, because by getting your ideas, your thoughts out, just random thoughts out, you get more mental clarity, and your mind lets the ideas and the thoughts and the emotions go. This is because you're storing the thoughts and the emotions, so your brain doesn't have any reason to store them if you can come back to them. And I think this is step 4. The next thing you want to be doing is you want to get physical activity, and this is the one that most people aren't going to be doing. But when you do any form of exercise, you actually release happy chemicals in your brain. This is bro science. I can't explain the exact things. You can do your own research. I'm not going to explain them. Just take my word for it. Especially when you see results in your body changing and you realize that change is actually possible. Because I mean, if let's say somebody offered you a 10 out of 10 body right now, would you take it? Of course you would. Of course you would. There isn't a single person that would say no to that. So what if you got it? What if you put in so much work into yourself that you actually got it? See, I wouldn't say I'm at perfect 10 out of 10, but I actually used to be a very chubby guy and or chubby kid. And now I finally got my goal of getting a six-pack, and that makes me really happy, because I remember when I was little, I would search up those get a six-pack in 6 minutes, and crazy thing is, it's been more like 6,000 hours. But the app that I use for exercise is called, it's ironic because it's been a lot more than 30 days, but the app that I use is called Lose Weight in 30 Days. And basically 30 days passed, I went back to day 21, and I kept repeating the cycle. And obviously you add more things, progressive overload. When something gets too easy, you either do it faster. I basically do it for cardio now, but you do it faster or you add more things to it. So I'll talk more about that in another video, because this is just the no bullshit, no sugarcoating steps. And oh yeah, and the app that I use for meditation is called Medito. It's a charity. It has it's a non-profit organization. So I definitely recommend that. Just do the daily meditation every day. Man, the lighting's weird. But you know what? I'd say those are the main steps to get your mental health just better, and to start having that voice inside you that wants success. Because a lot of the time, that voice inside of us that wants success, it's gonna be so dim. It's gonna have zero power in us, because we want comfort. If we're depressed, if we're anxious, we need that comfort. We need to feel better, or else like that's square one. We can't really do anything with our lives unless we can't do anything externally if we can't even cope internally. I guess that's all I got for you today, and have a good day. Stay positive.